Welcome back to Aska in this tutorial guide play thing. Actually, I came to a bit of a realization that last time I don't think I talked about mushrooms as far as why we cook them. So gray mushrooms are actually hallucinogenic. So if I eat this right now, I'm feeling a little giddy, excited, a little bit weird, right? So we want to cook these mushrooms, okay? Some of those will give you hallucinations. Some of them will cause you death. So it's important that you cook the mushrooms, okay? Do not eat the mushrooms raw. It's a very bad idea, okay? Just like in real life, you really don't want to be eating the mushrooms raw. And I did kill a smoker, as you can see by the meat here, because he came a little close to the sun. He flew a little close to the sun, as it were, okay? Unfortunately, the rain douses our standing torches, and so it was not protecting the food. And, well, I was forced to protect the food. So there's that. Now, I've been doing this for a little while, and just kind of getting these mushrooms cooked. And look at all the decent amount of food we have in here. Now, we would have much more. Unfortunately, our guys kind of tend to stack their pockets with food because they're greedy little grubbers. So there's that. Now, today I want to talk about the expansion of markers, amongst other things, okay? So, over time, your guy's going to come to you and let you know that, hey, I'm not finding stuff in the marker that you placed. And specifically, the marker that I placed is the one next to the actual buildings. So these are actual markers. When you build one building, it's going to put a marker, right? And then you can expand upon those markers by adding more. So we've added a food foraging marker. Well, the problem is that our stone guy right here, he's like, hey, I can't find any stone. Can't find no stone. Okay. Well, we're going to have to deal with that because right now he can't find any stone, which means that our workshop hut is not getting finished. And that's a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and put this right here. I'm mainly focusing on the gray mushrooms because they're the ones I get messed up. Let me turn this on. Okay. And our wood harvester is just struggling a little bit right now because she's not cutting down any trees. I don't remember if she has a big axe right now, and that's part of the reason why. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to walk around my village, right? So in a circle, right? And I'm going to look for danger. And I'm going to look for Jotun blood, which we need more of, right? Because we want to summon some more people, get some more stuff going here. And I'm going to look for good places for gathering material. So this will also allow me to explore and try to see if I can find a cave. Okay, now a cave is going to be important later on. Right now, it's not as important. Later on, it will be. And the only way we're going to find it is if we keep looking around, all right? So, before I burn our mushrooms here, let's move those out here. And let's put these back. I'm going to keep the onions and the meat on me just because I could really use those. Somebody turn this off again. Anytime they have leisure time, they'll go around and attend to like fires and stuff like that. And unfortunately, that means that they'll continue to turn stuff off. Look. See, this torch went down and they immediately came over here. Now I could put a fence up and that would be very helpful. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to build a hunter. So I originally wanted to build the farm very quickly, but one thing that I noticed is that we have a lot of smokers in the area, and they're actually kind of dangerous at the moment because they keep coming towards our food. So see, they just turned that off. Don't turn it off, man. I need a toggle for them not to touch things. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to build a hunter's cabin. And I'm going to build the hunter's cabin right here. We're going to do production building, hunter's hut. Okay. A hunter's blind. I'm going to build it up against the forest here. All right. There we go. And now, something that I did confirm, okay? If you pin recipes, they do get done first, okay? So right now, I have this guy being done, right? I'm going to unpin him. I'm going to pin this guy back up. Whenever they're working on stuff, they will work on whatever you pinned first before anything else, all right? Also, don't let your food burn. It just turns into coal. Don't do that. All right, so there you go. We're going to keep some of that food, and then we're going to look for our sled, which is over here. All right. And I have some rope on me. I have some sticks on me, okay? It's 1 rope and 3 sticks per marker. So that's why I have all that rope on me. And then we're going to go ahead and start going around. And not only looking for danger, but also looking for other materials we can use. So let's say we're going to go here. All right. Wait. Jeez. Go away. I already see a Jotun blood. So that's out of my... Oh, wait. Hold on. Let's get a little bit of a sleep before we go. Because our stamina is kind of poopy right now. And while I'm sleeping, I can chug some water. So the whole strength thing, from all I've seen is, it just gives you more stamina. So, something to keep in mind. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to give my extra hoe here to our lovely builder. Because I don't want to have so many hoes. Here, have this. Hey, why are you grabbing raw foods? No, not good. Gotta keep an eye on them. Alright. The guy's still there. Alright, now automatically this is a really good spot for dropping a marker. But let me check just to make sure. Okay, we don't see any danger that way. I don't see any danger this way. So yeah, this is going to be a good spot for dropping a marker because there's rocks and stuff. So we're going to drop a food foraging marker. And we're going to drop a stone cutter's marker. Okay. Now, you will, over time, empty an area out of stone. And empty an area out of wood. And it's important to remember that technically the resources in this area are finite. Oh, it's going to the fire. So always pay attention to that. Alrighty, so we are gathering some more materials. We'll gather some food and stuff like that. And I'm going to gather more Jotun blood here real quick. That way we can call somebody down. And I'm going to go around the village and I'm going to place down some markers. And if I find some danger, I'll let you guys know what we're going to do about that danger. Okay, so I'll be back. So we're actually heading back now because we're having an event with smokers. And I don't want them to eat all our stuff. And you know how these guys like to turn off these lanterns. So, give me an opportunity to trap some smokers and get some more food, shall we? So, we're going to drop them here. We're going to grab our weapon. Oh, this one's sneaky. This one's a sneaky guy. He was able to pass me really, really quickly. There we go. There we go. All right, let's go see. Get some stamina back up. And I'll carve this guy up. I should really remember to douse our fire whenever I leave. Might be a good idea. So you're gonna notice that even though she's getting stones, you know, and there's a proximity, right? Like it could be possible because it's closer that she's grabbing stones for this. But I've actually gone through and tested it, and I put down like 50 shelters, and I wanted to tag a specific set of 3. And if you tag more than one, what they'll do is they'll treat those 3 evenly, or they'll treat those more than one evenly, right? If you tag just one, they will work on that one first, and then when they can't go any further, any more steps that can't be taken, then they will work on the rest. Okay, so they do focus on that kind of stuff. All right, so if you have a situation where you want a specific project done first, tag it, pin it, and they will work on that very first thing. Okay, now I don't know if that's intentional. I don't know if the devs meant to do that, but it works, so that's what matters. Okay, now smokers aren't being as aggressive as they usually are, so not quite as worried. All these guys are going to be sitting here, so they're probably not going to get anywhere near the food, and they're gone. All right, well, it's going to be nighttime. Nighttime is kind of rough on the recording, and it didn't immediately spawn a blood moon. So I'm gonna go ahead and tag this area here. Actually, like around here. And then we'll go over there and start looking for stuff, okay? And I will see you then. Hey, look at that. We got a night guy, night shadow, and resilient surge, okay? This guy's gonna be awesome. That way we can set him up for night duties. Having a good cycle of day and night guys is really, really important. It will make it so that you got work constantly around the clock, or you got defenses running constantly around the clock. Okay. Now I ran out of sticks, and I could grab more sticks, but this is the stone harvester marker. I already gave him one. There's plenty of stone over there, so I did add the rope, and I'm just gonna leave it here. Our builder will come out here and build it eventually. Okay, so I'm not so worried about that. I'm gonna go grab some more Jotun blood that I've seen around here, and we will come back. Hopefully the hunter's cabin will be done very, very soon. It needs 2 stones, it needs a long stick, it needs a couple little things. Once the hunter's cabin is back, I will come back with you guys and we'll set that up. Okay? I'll see you then. Alrighty, so talking about danger. Remember that we have this spire here to the north of us, right? And if you look, I planted here a waypoint right at the border of what would be birch trees, just to see how far it is. It's not very far, right? So if we go, I think here, probably like around here. It's getting there. There. Goes a little bit past it. Okay. So that's basically right on it. It's not very far away, okay? Now, there is the danger that if I place markers here, because some of these markers are actually pretty big, right? So if I place a marker here, it'd probably encircle this. The issue is that as far as I can tell, and this is something that, you know, would require a lot of testing on our part, or for the devs to say, yes, this is how this works. As far as I can tell, the foragers will walk the area inside the circle, but if they see something just outside the circle, they'll still go get it, right? And while we could put something here, it's possible that they'll see something just outside the circle and go grab it and then get into contact with these guys, okay? So as much as I would like to put a marker up here, I'm probably not gonna. Just as an extra set of protection, right? We got all this semicircle down underneath. That should be more than enough for now, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and head home with some of the food and some of the same stuff that I've gathered. And we will start setting up some other stuff, because I'm gonna need another shelter since we got another guy coming in, and we can help with this hunter's cabin. That way we can get it done as soon as this guy comes in. We can have him going to do some work. Okay. So I'm gonna place this here. They'll grab the stuff that they need from there. We'll carve up this smoker, and that'll give us some food and meat to give to our guys. Okay. And they've also found some more mushrooms that need to be cooked. Now, this is much slower than we would like, right? Like right now, it's like, oh, you're spending a lot of time cooking food and stuff like that. And that is true. And that's because I don't have a guy cooking, okay? If I had a guy cooking, that wouldn't be the case. Now, I'm going to go check these guys and see, and make sure they don't have a bunch of stuff on them they're not supposed to have. Because they will do that. Alright. Let's check. Ah, that's fine. And how about you? You're good. They seem to try to keep 5 of something on them. Or 5 foods on them. That's okay. And how about you? You're fine as well. Okay. So they don't have too much crap on them that they shouldn't have, right? So I'm going to go ahead and cook this up, and then once that hunter's cabin is done, I'll bring you guys back. I promise I'll only bring you guys back when the hunter's cabin's done, I swear. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. Alright, new guy's in. Let's go talk to him real quick. So, let's see what he's got. He's got one rider, he's a green thumb, winter huntsman, night shadow. Man, he's got all buffs. That's kind of crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Well, I probably haven't, I just didn't notice. He's got already 6 points in farming, so that's good. Okay. Right now we don't have a farmer's hut. But what we will do is we'll set him up to work in the excuse me, let's get it set up properly. We'll set him up to work in the hunter's cabin. I think there's one guy that I do not want to mess with the schedule. And, oops, that would be... No, you're good. You. Okay, so we're not going to mess up with your schedule. Alright. So, well, we got structures that are undefended? No, this is just homeless. Okay. Yep, that's normal. You just came in. You're not going to automatically have a home. You're going to manage house. Boom. He's building right now. That hunter's cabin just needs some more rope. See all the torches turned off? Look. Look at this. Look at this. It's ridiculous, man. Vultures. Little vultures. I swear. I'm actually going to lay off a little bit of this cooking. I'm going to cook the meat and then call it. Because we do have quite a bit of food. And we don't need quite that much food, if I'm being honest. Right now. So. So he has a stone. I'm pretty sure he's just going to bring it up to the worker's hut because he has a stone he doesn't need. And I got to get these guys, hooping and hollering, and they're taking a bit. They're going to need my assistance. And I promised I wouldn't bring him back until I had that built. I'm sorry. I swear, I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Let's cut this tree down and get them some assistance. All right? See you in a bit. Alrighty. So, hunter's hut is built. Now, let's look to see which one of these guys... Okay, we got a range skill guy right here. What are you doing right now? Oh, he's in our barracks, though. So, I would rather him stay as a fighter because if I remember correctly, he also has a... Yep, he's got a strength buff. Okay? So, we're going to leave him doing that. That strength buff is going to help him do more melee damage. And instead, we're going to pick Ake, which is the guy that just came in, if I remember. Okay? And then he's going to do some work in hunting. This is going to help us keep this population down. Okay? Now, we could also spread him out, and he'll go hunt in other locations. And that's actually something I might do right now, is just set up a marker, probably around here. That seems like a good place as any, right? It's south-facing, so it's not all the way the heck over here. And it'll give us a chance to expand our foraging as well. So we got food foraging, and we'll have hunting, and we'll have a stone marker. Boom. Okay. I don't have any of the materials for that, so I'm not going to bother building it. But yeah, that's going to expand that area. He'll come and hunt out here too, not just by the worker's hut or the hunter's blind or whatever you want to call it. Hold on, let's call it the proper thing. The hunter's hut, okay? He won't just work over there, he'll work over here as well, right? And so he reach out to these guys and take care of them as well. Now, let's eat some, I'll eat some garlic. Garlic does give you a bit of protection from the cold as well, so keep that in mind when you do start getting to the times when it's cold, okay? So, We're going to go ahead and get a little bit more. That way we can summon our next guy. And we are actually going to work on next. All right. Our next thing is going to be the cookhouse. And it is this right here. Okay. Cooking house. The cooking house is actually kind of really, really important. And it's something that I personally did not use in the stream series because I was not aware of how good and important it is. Okay. It is very, very good to use. It is very important. It's going to make your food last quite a bit longer. Because what's happening there is the food is being turned into soups and stews, and soups and stews last quite a bit longer. And they also give your guys a hydration buff when they eat them. So you're hydrating them, you're giving them really, really good food, and your food is spread out much more. So one of the things that you're going to notice is that it takes like maybe 3 or 4 vegetables sometimes to fill you up. 1 to 2 soups is enough. And sometimes 1 stew is enough to fill you up a decent amount, right? So your food is being spread out a lot more, and that's a very, very good thing. Now, I do have to make oh, you are not supposed to be in here. That's bad. That means that you probably ate some of our food. So I'm going to get rid of you. All right. Oh, and something that I didn't do with the hunter's hut, and it's really important. I was distracted. Sorry. Open this up, go to your tasks, and you're going to have meat chunks. You're going to have meat and leather and bone fragments. Okay. I'm going to want you to set this, guys, to high. And the reason for that is right now, what he's going to do is he's going to kill a creature, carve him up. He's going to grab all the materials. If the creature gives you a meat hunk, which would be things like coyotes and deer, or coyotes, sorry, wolves and deer, he's going to bring a chunk back, okay? And that's a large item. The problem with him doing that is that he's wasting so much time because he'll hunt down something, it's big, he'll carve it up. That meat hunk is just sitting on the floor. He'll grab one, he'll come back to the thing, hang it up, and then he'll walk back over there and grab another thing and bring it up. If you set it up to raw meat and meat hunks first, what he'll do is he'll kill the animal, he'll carve him up, he'll carve up the hunks into smaller pieces, just like the woodcutters would do for the trees, right? And they'll turn it into the smaller items, and then he'll bring that back. He can carry way more meat by doing it as just raw meat pieces than it is as hunk, okay? Just keep that in mind. That's why I do this. Now, once he fills up the storage with meat pieces, he'll just bring hunks back, right? And he'll hang those up. So it's not like he will never bring those back. Now, we don't have anybody that's homeless, but we will have somebody homeless soon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Activate. We got tireless vitality and cold resist. Yes, let's do that. We're going to add another home. Where are we going to add this home? We're kind of getting... We're fitting the spots here. It's getting a little tight. You know what? I'm going to add a home up here. Let's go ahead and shelter. And boom. Now, it seems like we're doing a lot of little tiny homes. I want to get the cottages up and the chieftain's house. They are very costly. They take a lot of materials and a lot of time. Like, the final step is 30 bark, which, you know, we're already struggling with bark as it is, so it kind of makes sense that I'm not trying to go after that immediately, right? But the nice thing about the cottages is that you can house 6 people at a time, okay? So they're very space efficient, and we will eventually get those. You need logs. You know, I gotta wonder, where is my... forester that she's struggling with logs here. Now, there is logs there, so they're probably just very distracted. Let's go ahead and cut this tree down and help with that workshop hut. Okay. So now that we got the hunter's cabin, he's going to be bringing back food. Okay. We're going to want a cookhouse. So I'm actually going to set that up next to the hunter's cabin. And what I'm actually going to do is set a fence up on the south side of the hunter's cabin, because what that's going to allow us to do is it's going to keep those smokers from actually getting all the way up into where the food is going to be. It'll keep them at bay a little bit. The problem with putting down fences is they're kind of expensive. rope and stick wise. But if we need them, we need them, right? So let's go ahead and get that done. Alrighty. Now, that's one. That's two. Grab the stick by accident. That's two. And I'm going to pin that shelter so that they work on that shelter first when they wake up again. Keep in mind, your night guys, if they're working during the day, they're going to get upset. So that's something to be wary of. Oh, that's a young fry. I didn't even notice. Oops. Oopsie. Let me pin this thing. Alrighty. So we're doing pretty good. I mean, we got plenty of stuff done. These guys are just hanging out. I think having the hunter's cabin come up and setting that up is really important. That'll mean that we'll have a constant source of meat. And a constant source of meat is very good to have. Let's deposit all this stuff on me. We have quite a bit of it. Let's get some... Actually, he already has firewood. I should have just grabbed that firewood. Oopsie. Well, I've already started. Sunk cost fallacy. Alright. Alright, let's go... Turn on this fire. Alright. Alright. And that'll be it for today. I did want to go into more stuff, but this game does take a while, you know, even with the help and even with everything going on, you do take quite a bit to get stuff done. So it's not unusual to be like, hey, I'm trying to get a bunch of stuff done today, and you don't get all that stuff done that you wanted to get done. So, anyway, I will leave you guys here next to the barbecue, the cooking fire. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye for now.